Gentlemen, I wanted to tell you congratulations on this. I mean, it wasn't just the fact that like both of you were part of it. That opening sequence was awesome. So I gotta ask you, like, you get the script, you get that Robin Hood heist thing, you're reading it, you go to set, you got Wagner with you, you guys get to do everything, and you also have Ridley Scott directing it. So how was the experience?
You wear a diaper, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wear a diaper because you're like, I'm gonna myself. Like, it's a dream come true. Like, it's crazy because I just never really thought that I would be in some of the spaces that I'm in. You know what I mean? A part of me is still like I'm walking through this wonderful amusement park that just happens to be my life and career, and I'm just like, oh, well, maybe that ride, and I'm not being denied that ride, and like, let's do that. It's all wonderful, but at the same time, I'm always looking for ways to grow. Like, I'm always trying to figure out how am I going to elevate myself. And then when you put yourself and surround yourself with people who do that, it's like, oh, right. Like, the luxury and absolute gift it is to work with somebody like Wagner Moura. Like, I know that not only did I become a better actor, but he just made me a better person. I look forward to seeing him every single day, even though I was like, okay, this is the scene that we both just got high on meth and I have to slap you a couple of times. But it was he was in Full Tilt Boogie to work with Peter Craig, to work with Ridley, who is just a master, who, like, his most exciting thing was to show you that he could still touch his toes at 87. You know, it's like you're watching all these people sign on for the excitement of what this universe can be. So and to executive produce it, it's my first time executive producing. I know that there's a phrase that goes, it starts from the top. I just always wanted to make sure that everyone was excited to come to work to watch us make this crazy kamikaze show every single day. So it was the most gratifying and hardest thing I've done in my career so far.
It was same thing. It's like it's a dream come true. Like, I mean, I grew up watching Ridley's films, right? Like everybody else, and it's just to be on a set with him, and then to look at Brian's eyes, you know, and to be in a scene with him. You know, and I mean, it's like I couldn't believe sometimes what was going on, because it was such a fast thing. You know, like I came to this project late. I was called in on Friday, and on Monday I was shooting it.
Now, to be very clear, I tried to talk him out of it. I was like, look, man, we're about to literally slingshot you into some that if I were you, I wouldn't do it.
But you took care of me, dude. Like, he really took care of me. You know, he really took care of me, and you're an amazing actor. So that's what, in the end of the day, that's what you want. You know, you want to look at the other actor's eye, and you're gonna go like, let's go. You know, no preparation, no rehearsal, no nothing. Let's just go together. Yeah. But in order to do that, there is a level of trust that you gotta have with the other person. That I'm just happy that we are, and that this series just brought us together and in our lives and
hopefully it reflects.
And the result is
hopefully you feel it.
Yeah. He shoots in a way that's unusual to me, but I'm not he's a spectacularist. He's a spectacle man, and he's also very, very good at drilling in on what it is about the character that he wants the audience to love or to hate. So he will, you know, he could shout things across the soundstage at you to change an idea, to change a mood. Obviously, extraordinarily talented man, and I would feel very lucky to have worked with him.
It was exciting. It was surprising. It was, I guess, the shortest answer I could give to that. It was fast. Mm-hmm. He was at hyper speed. He knew what he wanted. He had multiple cameras. Everything is a go. You're lucky. I remember she told me, she goes, you'll be lucky if we get more than one take. I think we got two or three because we adjusted some things, and it was it. It was like this. Will Pullen, another one of our partners, who plays Marchetti, is the greatest guy ever. I remember we looked at each other, and he was just like, as if holding onto a train. And that's not by accident. Ridley knows that he wants to kind of throw the cards in the air and see what happens. So it was a thrill. It was actually a thrill ride.
My experience on the whole was very similar in that it was all very fast and here we go, and you got to just sort of like, the cameras there's always a camera on you. At least in the pilot, it was very much like you're always on, like you're always a go. And for me overall with the show, though, it was like this. It was such a contrast with like the fastness of on the day, and then for me the slow burn of my character's arc, which was such a slow transformation over the like just little things sort of shifting as we went. But then every day we're on, especially on Ridley's episode, it was like shot out of a cannon. He's going to catch whatever he catches. You're always on camera. You don't even know where it is, you know? So that was kind of amazing to be like, okay, I got to trust this process and trust this genius.